Okay, hey, how's it going? Okay, this is another episode in my podcast, Audio Movies Podcast. So, what I do is I watch a movie and I describe the movie to you as I'm watching it. I don't give the title of the movie, but the star is Natalie Portman, and Jean Reno, and oh, Robert Altman. Um, yeah, I miss some parts because I'm speaking one action is happening and I see it, and while I'm saying that action I miss the next action, trying to I can't catch up, so I miss some parts, so I'm sorry about that. Okay, let's start this theatrical version. Let's play. Okay. Oh, is it restricted? It says unauthorized reproduction is illegal. Warning. Okay, Stockholm, 1977. Commentary, entertainment use only, in interviews. Views and opinions expressed, whatever. Okay, let's go. Okay, the production company logo. It is the woman holding up a light. You know that one is Columbia. Columbia Pictures, basically. But this is old. It's an old movie, so yeah. Columbia Pictures presents a Gaumont Les Film de Dauphin, Luc Besson, a Luc Besson film. Okay, it shows like green, white and green. Oh, Jean Reno. It's water. There's a Gary Oldman. They're flying over water. It's a scene where you're flying over water, Natalie Portman, and now we get to the land, and Danny Aiello. They're over top of look like a park. Oh, it looks like, oh, it's Central Park. Now they give the title of the movie, which I don't give you. It's Central Park. They're flying above the trees. It wasn't. It was water. It wasn't. It was like a. Now they're in the streets, driving along. And it's old. It's like this is an older movie, so it's like the 80s. Kind of like not so kind of dirty, written and directed by Luc Besson. Little Italy, welcome to Little Italy. Supreme macaroni. Rest juice. Oh, now there's a guy with his hands on a glass of something. Some guy's smoking a cigarette. He speaks come stay bene. Okay, he says. Let's talk business. Fat bastard is trying to move into somebody's Maurizio's business. This guy. Maybe he'll listen to you. He's somewhere. Are you free Tuesday? And he goes, yeah, I'm free Tuesday. He has a glass of milk. He's in an Italian restaurant in Little Italy. He drinks up the rest of the milk, takes the photo with him. He's basically, I've seen the movie. He's a hitman. Oh, here's the guy that he's supposed to hit. Nice to see you again, Mr. Jones. They're coming into the hotel of some sort, and the security is watching him. Oh, he looks up at the security door, and he lets him into the apartment. Oh, it's an apartment building. A high-end apartment building. Needs a count in a half an hour. There's a guy, a girl. 1 hour. And there's cocaine. They open a briefcase and there's bags of cocaine. And then there's a shadowy over the the concierge, and there's a radio. Yeah, what? Is Tonto downstairs? There's a guy who wants to talk to you. He has a gun to Tonto's head. What does he look like? Serious. Tell him I'm coming up. He's coming up, he says. Oh, and he shoots Tonto. Somebody's coming up. The Italian. Somebody's serious, the Italian guy says. And they get out their handguns. They all get ready. Ricky, open your eyes. He has an Uzi. The guy has an Uzi. We got company. They're checking down the stairs. They're checking down up the stairwell. And it shows the elevator on 15th floor. 17th floor. 18th floor. And they say, come on. They're all getting their guns ready at the 20th floor. And it bangs. And the door opens. And they start shooting. Just shooting and shooting. And they're like, stop, stop, stop. They just shot without looking. And there's a dead guy in the elevator. Tonto, it was Tonto. Tell the driver to wait out back and hurry up. He gets in the elevator and he's going up. He's pointing his gun up. No, somebody just got a shot. Somebody else just got shot. The head guy, the head of security, he's like looking down the stairwell. He's looking down. He sees nothing. It's a huge... Oh no! He grabs his tie and throws him right down. The hitman guy. And then the security camera breaks down. It goes black. And they're putting the cocaine into the cases, into the briefcases. And the guy in security is open the door and he's looking. He's looking. He's looking at the stair. Oh, money. He has a whole thing of cash, and he's a whole briefcase full of cash, and he's putting it into his jacket. Somebody is slowly. The guy at the security. Oh, he just choked him. He threw a rope down his neck and choked him. Now the guy that he's trying to kill. The guy's running. The guy that the hitman wants to kill. And he has two guys with him. He's like watching. They open up the balcony. They go in the balcony. Oh, the balcony door shuts. And it's a bulletproof thing. It's not bulletproof. The people on the balcony that were on the balcony are dead. The guy isn't dead yet. The guy that's the hit. And the hitman looks in the window, looks through a bullet hole, and sees him. The guy he's supposed to, so he shoots the Uzi through in the apartment. There's a shield that came down the windows that shielded the windows. Now he's running down the hall. He's running out of bullets. He's grabbing guns. He grabs two Uzis, and he's running down, and he's running back. He's looking all over. There's nobody. He's going into the kitchen. He goes into the kitchen. Oh, the door for the way out is broken. He can't get out that way. The doorknob broke off. He's trying to call somebody. 911. I need help. Somebody's trying to kill me. Just stay on the line. I'm going to connect you with an officer. He's standing there. He's breathing hard. And he has the phone. And the camera's behind him. You see the back of his head. And you see a knife coming around onto his neck. And he just puts it on his neck. I'll call you back. The 911, he called and then he says, I'll call you back. I have half of Oblivion. He has all the cocaine and stuff. He goes. He brings out a little letter or a number. The Italian guy, the hitman, has a knife right to his neck. And there's the hooker girl. She wants to leave. She's half dressed. I'll talk to you later, sweetie, he says. the girl's half dressed and she's getting the hell out of there. Hello? It's Maurizio. I see you're back in town. Yeah, I mean, no. Just for today. So today's your last day in town, it's safe to say. He's like, yeah, right. Let me speak to our mutual friend, the hitman guy. He wants to talk to you. The hitman guy wants to talk to you. So the hitman guy takes it. Yes. Make sure he understands. Then let him go. Turns off the phone. Hangs up the phone. Do you understand? Then gives the phone back to the Italian guy and then he goes into the shadows and pulls the knife away from him. And then he's standing there, he turns around, the hitman's gone. And the Italian guy is like, whew. He's okay. Then now the hitman's on the street subway. He grabs some milk at a convenience store, two 1 liters of milk, and he has a carrying case, and he's coming out of the little mini grocery store on the corner. Oh, he lives right next door. He opens the door to the brownstone, I guess it's called. Oh, there's a young girl smoking a cigarette, hanging her feet over the stairwell. She's wearing comic book uh, tights and a crocheted shirt and a knitted top. She's like 12 years old. And she's smoking a cigarette. She's taking a little bit of a smoke and a cigarette. And then the hitman guy is coming up the stairs because there's no elevators because it's an old building. She sees him. And she puts down her cigarette. They cross paths. Hi, she says. He turns around. Why did you hide the cigarette? The building's full of rats. I got enough problems. She has hit in the face. She has a black eye a little bit. What happened? I fell off my bike, she says. The little girl. And then the hitman guy walks away. Hey, she says. Don't tell my dad about the cigarette, okay? And then the hitman guy walks away. That's what the girl said. He opens the door to his apartment. Oh no. Oh, she throws the cigarette away. Her father came out. Oh no, it's not his father. I know the movie. I've seen the movie. In June, we give you the dope. We pick up the dope. It's 100% pure. Then it's 90% pure. He's skimming the top. His father is skimming off the top. I'm trying to help you out here. If you're gonna be a hard ass about it, I gotta disturb him. And let me tell you, when he's into his music, he hates being disturbed. I'm telling you the truth, the guy says. I hope so, the other guy says. He has a talent for sniffing out a lie. It's scary. It's like a sixth sense. Are you gonna change your tune or are you gonna have to bust you up? I'm telling you the truth, he says. That's the girl's father. He's a drug dealer. Cocaine, I guess. Okay. The young girl's listening in. He has to take off his earplugs, his earphones. He's like, I'm sorry. He's like, oh, it's Gary Oldman. Sorry, Robert Altman. Gary Oldman. I said Robert Altman at first. It's Gary Oldman. He smells him. Gary Oldman smells him. He holds onto his head a bit, smelling his head. This is the little girl's father. He slaps him on the back. Shakes his head a bit. Gives him a little. Gets really close to him. Do me a favor. Tell me who did. You? Or did he say soon? I don't know what he said. Then the guy leaves, and his henchman leaves with him. And then the hitman's looking at through the peephole. I didn't cut your shit. Find out yourself, the little girl's father says. What the hell are you doing out here? Get inside and do your homework. Get inside and help clean up the gob the health. Stop smoking cigarettes. So she runs. She got slapped in the head. She runs into the apartment. Then the hitman was looking through a little hole. Now he covers the hole up. He has a little plant that he puts by the window. He shuts the window. Takes off his cap, his beanie. Takes off his glasses. I guess they're sunglasses. He takes off his jacket. He has all kinds of grenades and a gun, and it's all on a leather vest that hanging. They're like grenades and stuff. Now he's in a shower, showering down a little bit. He's not really washing himself. He's just showering in the water. He's just letting the water run on his body, and he's sighing, and he's like depressed a little bit. He's in an old shirt, and he's has a glass of milk in front of him, an undershirt. Now he's ironing his clothes. Very slowly, but he is. Now he's looking at the plant, and he's spraying some water on the leaves of the plant and wipes the leaf of the plant. It's a plant with no flowers. Now he has a gun by his chair, and he sits on the chair, puts on his glasses, turns off the light, and he sits there in the dark. And he's sitting in the dark. Or is he sleeping? Then it says 2. Now it's morning. There's the room, the place is messy as can be. It's a young girl's house. And the mother's doing, what do you call it? Aerobics. And the father is, the hitman, he's doing push-ups on his bed. And the little girl has a little brother that looks like he's about 6 years old. Mama's got a headache. She took my turn. Oh, that's a sister. The older sister is doing aerobics. Go get some food. The mother, I guess that's the mother, to go get some food. I dare you to say it again. She called her a big fat ass. Now it shows the hitman doing push-ups or sit-ups. Now the father is attacking, not getting aroused by the wife. What if you work here at home today? He's getting all aroused. Oh, she changed the channel. Now it's Transformers. And she runs because she was having sex with her. They were having sex in the washroom, and the girl ran into the washroom, and the mother and father were having sex, and she got sworn at. Now the phone is, she's busy. Somebody answer the phone. The girl's doing aerobics. So the young girl picks up the phone. Hello? Headmistress of the private school. Is Mr. and Mrs. Orlando home? This is she. Miss Lando. Matilda. She had problems at the correctional school. We try to make girls into productive girls. But if she's not here, what can we do? She hasn't been there for 2 weeks. Page 20 on the world's record. If there's the forfeited tuition, if she's dead, she says, the tuition will be forfeited if she misses too much school. Okay, the hitman's finished doing his sit-ups, and he opens the door or the window to let the plant that he has get some air. And then he grabs his keys and he gets out of the building. There's some yelling and screaming in the apartment. He stops and listens in. Now he's on his stoop. Where is he going? No, he's at the movies. It's Fred Astaire, I think. He's on roller skates, and he's in the movie theater with one other person that's sleeping. And he looks like he's having a good time. The hitman. I don't know who that is. It's an old 60s movies. It's in color. And he's on roller skates. And he's singing and dancing. Not dancing, roller skating and singing. Oh, the young girl, the guy, the hitman's coming home from the movies, and he sees the young girl with a bloody nose, and he passes her a tissue. Is life always this hard? The girl says, or is it just when you're a kid? And he looks at him. Always like this, the hitman says. The young girl looks at him. Keep it. The tissue. She just looks at him. Hey, you go grocery shopping. Want some milk? 1 quart or 2? It's 2, right? And he nods. And so she smiles, and she's going to go get him some milk. 1 quart or 2, and he's like, 2. And he's like, so she's gone, and he went to in his apartment. And he grabs some milk, the hitman, and he gets his glass. And it's almost 12 o'clock. It's everything's old. Oh, some guys are coming up into the building. Something's going to happen. I know, because I've seen the movie. There's another guy. There's 2 guys. Kind of rough. And there's a third guy. Rough and tumble guys. Oh, one guy has a gun. Pulls it out of the back of his thing. The other guy has a shotgun. There's a 4th guy. And he has an Uzi of some sort. And the first guy, what kind of gun did he have? He's following behind them. And then another guy comes. It was the guy from, the head guy that wanted the drugs. That the guy was cutting the drugs. He has a little pill box. And he has a little bit of a pill. I guess it's cocaine pills. And then he puts back his head, and you get a shot from up top. and he feels ecstasy, I guess. It must be like a cocaine pills. I love these calm little moments before the storm, he says. Reminds me of Beethoven. So the father of the little girl is drinking, and the girl's mother is listening to music in the tub. It's like when you put your head to the grass. You can hear it crawling. You can hear the insect. This is the guy, the bad guy. Oh, the hitman looks out the window, and he looks through his little peephole. Boom! He shoots the lock of the door. Oh, no. Boom! And the hitman's watching the whole thing go down. There's 4 or 5 guys. Takes the shotgun. Starts it up. Boom! Shoots the girl in the tub. And then they're covering. And he's the main guy's killing everybody. Boom! Shoots her in the back. The sister of the young girls. Uh-oh. The father knows that he's in big trouble. Now the head bad guy is destroying stuff in the kitchen. And he's pretending he's listening to music. And the father guy is in a corner. And there's beads for a door. Beads covering the entryway. And they see each other. He doesn't have his gun. The bad guy doesn't have his gun. We said noon. Oh. I got 1 minute past. You don't like Beethoven, he says to the girl's friend. You don't know what you're missing. Gets my juices flowing. So powerful. But after his openings, to be honest, he does get fucking boring. And then his buddy comes in with the gun. That's why I stopped. Torch the apartment? Something about the apartment. Oh, here's the young little girl. She's grabbing milk for the hitman. Remember she said she's good at milk for him? They're all checking they're taking everything apart in the apartment. They're showing all the dead relatives. You're a Mozart fan. I love it too. I love Mozart. The head guy says, "Oh, there's a little boy that he's hiding under the bed. He's not dead yet. The younger brother." Check out Brahms. He's good too. And they're looking around. He's looking through their record collection. And the one guy's looking at his alcohol. Oh, he's reaching for a gun. He has a gun in behind him. Nobody sees it. Check the mattress? No, he said. Oh, the young boy's under the bed. And they're checking the mattress. He gets a knife out. There's a gun. He's gonna put holes in the mattress. Oh, somebody got shot, and the boy's running. Somebody shot somebody. Oh, right, the father tried to shoot somebody. And one of the guys shooting all his bullets. Wow, the hippie guy says, "Oh, the father is trying to run." Oh no, he has a gun. The bad guy has a gun and shot the father of the little girl. Oh, he's dead. Oh, the bad guy. He got shot in the shoulder. Just grazed. Look what you did. Look what you did. There's a guy crawling. He shoots him again. He's still crawling. Shoots him again. He's still crawling. Shoots him again. Shoots him again. He's out of bullets. He lets all the bullets out of the chamber. Starts reloading. What are you doing? He's dead. He ruined my suit. I know, but he's dead. Forget about it. He's dead. Calm down. I'm calm. Okay. Benny. Oh, his buddy almost shoots him. He almost shot his own guy. Benny. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's get a cigarette. We're coming out, Benny. Don't fire, Benny. Get in. Jesus freaking Christ, Benny. Cigarette for the boss man. And the hitman guy's watching. An old lady comes there. What's happening out here? NYPD. Why don't you leave the family alone? It's an old lady, like she's 90 years old. Boom! He shoots a gun at her. Go back inside. She looks. And he shot the window. And then there's the little girl, the main girl. She has the groceries. And she's coming into the apartment building. And she sees, she's slowly coming in. It's in slow motion almost. Yeah, it's slow motion. Or is it she just walking slow? You killed a 4-year-old kid, the guy said. What'd you do? She sees her father dead. And the hitman's looking in the little peephole. And she goes over to the hitman's door and she's crying because it's her family that just got blown away. But she's not. Open the door, she says. Open the door. And the hitman's like, what should I do? He's thinking, please. She's crying. She rings the bell again and again. Then there's a guard at the door is looking right at her. Please. She rings the bell again. He's thinking about it. He's rubbing his head. He's looking at the peephole. He puts his gun away in his back trousers. She opens the door, or he opens the door for her. And there's a huge thing of light, and she's happy. And she gets in, and he shuts the door. Then he pulls his gun out, and he keeps looking. She puts the groceries in the fridge of his apartment. Oh. They see a photo. There's 3 kids here. I think Stan killed the girl. The asshole shot the boy. The third one's missing. Find her. That's the girl. That's her. The only girl that lives is a girl in the hitman's apartment right now. Ah, shit, he says. She's sitting on the chair in the kitchen. And the hitman's looking out the window. Or out the peephole. And the guy's coming over. One of the bad guys is looking at the door. He's at the door. And the hitman puts his gun right where his head is on the other side of the door, though. She turns on the TV. And so he walks away, the bad guy. He figures nothing's up, so he leaves the hitman's room. Oh, they find Yo, I found it. Bingo. I know. He found it. I know. He smells it. Cops outside. We better go. Cops outside. We better go. You stay. What do you want me to tell him? He turns around. The bad guy, the head bad guy, says, "What am I supposed to tell him?" And he looks at him. Tell them we were doing our job. The head of the bad guys says, and he walks away with his second in command guy. What's your name? The hitman. Matilda, the young girl says. He's drinking milk. Sorry about your father. I probably would have done it myself. Sorry about my father, he said. Your father. And she's not my mother. My sister. She never looked better. She's not even my real sister. Half sister. Not a good half at that. But she's crying. She's crying. If you can't stand them, why are you crying? Because they killed my brother. What the hell did he do? 4 years old. He never used to cry. He used to sit next to me and cuddle. I was more of a mother to him than that pig was. Don't call it. Don't compare them to pigs. They're nicer than people. Right now, I have a pig in my kitchen that's very clean and very nice. A pig that's very. You don't have a pig in your kitchen, the girl says. Yes, I do. I was just in there and I didn't see a goddamn pig. He goes into the kitchen. Hey, Piggy. He making oinking sounds. Oh, he pulls out what do you call that? A pot holder. So hi, Matilda. Hey, Piggy. It's an oven mitt. How are you today? Ha ha ha. I've seen better days, the girl says. And then he realizes what he just said, the hitman guy. What's your name? Leon. Cute name, she says. And he chokes on the milk. You have any family? And she shakes her head. He sighs. He's out of milk. I'm going to get some more milk. She looks at the bullet. She sees a bullet. And then she looks into his case and he sees a whole bunch of handguns. Holy shit, she says. He sees all his guns and grenades and stuff. Don't touch that, please, he says. Leon, what exactly do you do for a living? I'm a cleaner. You're a hitman? Yeah. Cool, she says. And he looks at her. And she looks at him. And she smirks a bit. He's pouring a glass of milk for him. Oh, she's pouring milk. Do you clean anyone? No women, no kids. How much would it cost to hire you? To get those dirtbags that killed my brother? How much? I missed it. $1,000 a head? I work for you. In exchange, you teach me how to clean. That's what the girl's saying. What do you think? I'll clean your place. I'll do the shopping. Wash your clothes. He's thinking about it. Is it a deal? No, it's not a deal. What do you want me to do? She says. I got no place to go. You had a rough day today, he says. The hitman says. Go to sleep and we see tomorrow. He gets out a blanket. And she's sleeping on 2 pillows. And there's a blanket. He doesn't even put the blanket on her correctly. What? She grabs her hand. She grabs his hand. Good night. Shakes his 2 fingers. I don't know what she said. She said something poignant, but I don't know what she said. He turns off the light. And he sleeps on the chair. That's what he does. He sleeps on the chair. I guess he's ready for anything with the gun right next to him. Turns on the light. Grabs his gun. Grabs a bunch of... He puts a silencer on his gun. And he puts the gun to the girl's head. And he cocks it back. And he's like, no. He decides not to do it. He's going to kill her, but he decides not to. Probably would have been best for her, but that would end the movie. Oh, now he's at the window. He opens up the window, puts the plant in the window, and she wakes up. She goes into the fridge. He's doing push-ups on the kitchen table now, on the chairs. Sleep well, he says, and she nods. Have breakfast and then take off. And then she says, where to? And then he says, it's not my problem. He's cleaning the guns. He pulls out a thing for him to read. You don't know how to read. I've had a lot of work lately. I'm a little behind. I've decided what to do with my life. I want to be a cleaner. You want to be a cleaner? Here. He shows him a gun and some bullets. Go out, go clean. Not with me. I work alone. Bonnie and Clyde didn't work alone. And they were the best. Matilda, why are you doing this to me? I've been nothing but nice to you. I even saved your life yesterday, right outside the door. Now you're responsible for me. You saved my life. You must have saved it for a good reason. Throw me out. Now it's like you've never opened the door for me. But you did open it. So, Matilda, he said, help me or I'll die tonight. I don't want to die tonight, the little girl says. Matilda says. You're just a little girl. Don't take it badly. I don't think you could do it. I'm sorry. She gets up a bit. She looks, picks up the gun. Boom, boom. Shoots the 4, 5, 6 bullets out the window. And then gives him a look. How's that? And he's like, whoa. Now they're walking. There's the street. And he's coming over the horizon of the street. And there's a little girl with him. They're both going to a hit. Oh, she's carrying the plant. And a bag. A plant and a bag. And he's carrying his box of guns and a violin. Matilda, he says. Don't ever do that again or I'll break your head. Got that? Okay, she says. It's not professional. It breaks the rules. There's rules. I got it, she says. And stop saying okay all the time, okay? Okay, she says. Good. They start walking again. He has a violin case with him. Hotel Nation in the middle of New York. Nope, they're high. You expect to use that in this hotel? The violin. Mister, I have to. Because I have auditioned at Juilliard next week. And I have to practice. Okay. Not after 10, the concierge guy says. I'll put you at the end of the hall. So you don't disturb anybody. Fill those up, please. And John, or the hitman's like, Leon's like, Dad, and then Matilda said, Daddy, can I fill it out? You know how I like to check into hotels. Thanks, Pop. I'll bring this bee back in a minute. 4th floor, the guy says. Thanks, mister. You're good. You're lucky to have a little girl that's interested in things. I have a kid, 17. Something. Sits around all day long, I guess he said. I don't know what he said. Can I leave my plant here? Of course. He takes his violin and... Okay. They open up the... Hello? 410 is... And he's surveying the hotel room. There's a bathroom. He checks the bathroom and the bedroom. I'm putting a name of a girl that in my classroom that makes me sick. He's looking out the windows. If things get hot, she'll take the heat. He's checking the windows. He's looking out a window. He's looking out. He's looking. He sits down. There, finished. Leon, I want you to teach me how to be like you. Be strong, smart like you. I'm not strong enough yet. I can learn the basics. The theory. What do you think? Just the theory. I need this, Leon, she says. I need time to get my head together. And I need... I don't know. He doesn't know what he needs. A drink, he says. And she says, don't move. I'll get one. Oh. So milk. And he's at the Italian restaurant. The guy that gives him the work. Smoking. There's a big box. When you told me to get this baby out for you, I thought my hearing was going. I said to myself, what's... Nobody uses that. I like to stay in shape. Sure. Always stay on top. Like I have to know where everything is all the time. Change ain't good, Leon, he says. Yeah, he says, yeah. It's a briefcase. Or it's like it's a case. It's a leather case. He says, check it. I trust you. One has nothing to do with the other. Check it. He says, I will. He checks it. He opens. It's a gun. It's all in pieces. Like, he has to assemble the gun. It's like a real nice one, too. It's has a silencer and a first weapon you learned how to use. How to keep your distance from the client. The closer you get to the client, the more you're a pro. What? So I missed that part. Okay, she says. Position. It's a sniper rifle. They're on top of a building. The closer he gets to a target, the better. No, she puts down a blanket, and they're on top of a building near the Central Park. And she, nope, flipped up the scope. Don't take off the scope protector till the last minute. It reflects light. I don't know what he just said. Something about being on the floor. They're in the prone position. Let's practice. Best way to learn. What should I hit? Whoever. And then there's a limousine and a guy coming out of the limousine, and he has a bunch of security. It's a senator. You suits get lost. I don't want to see you. This has to look natural. And she's looking through the scope at the trees over Central Park. She's looking. She sees a bunch of kids. No women, no kids, right? That's what she says. And then there's runners in Central Park. And so the senator's running with some security guys. Yellow and orange? Guy in yellow and orange? Let me see. Keep calm. She's got the scope on him. The scope's on him. Breathe easy. Watch his movement. Pretend you're running with him. He's running, not very hard. Try to feel his next movement. Take a deep breath. Hold it. Puts it up. The scope is right on his chest. Now. Oh! A splatted. They take him down. He got hit by a splatter. One shot, not bad, huh? And he looks through binoculars. And the security's around with guns. We'll try real bullets now? Not today. Let's pack up. Now, he's showing him how the guns work. Up, through. She's washing his clothing. She's cleaning the windows. Oh, it's Bjork music. Bjork is in... she has the music. There's underwear. There's women's underwear in the package that she was carrying from the other house. She's cleaning his guns out. Just the outside of the guns. She's tired. He opens the window and puts the plant that he has, the one plant he has. They're doing sit-ups by the cabinet. Their feet under the cabinet. She has to drink milk. I hate milk, or I don't know what she said, but they're drinking milk. He has 2 carts of milk. She's tired. She jumps in the bed. Bjork music is going off. He sits, turns off the light, and he sits on the chair and sleeps with the gun beside him. Now he's putting it's another day. He's putting the plant out, and she doesn't want to get up. They're doing push-ups again. He's doing push-ups. And she's doing aerobics from the TV. Aerobics were popular in the 80s. Milk, more milk, and she's fed up with milk. She can see it in her eyes. She's reading Socrates. And he's learning how to read and write. Now she's cleaning the gun. Oh. He shows her how to, and she's loading it. Now he's putting the plant out again. More milk. All we do is work, she says. We need a break. Let's play a game. What kind of game? I have this great game. Help you think and help your memory. Makes you think and helps your memory. Perfect. And he says, okay. She runs out of the room, takes off her thing. She's like all happy. She's getting like a virgin. Ow. Touch for for their first time. She's wearing a woman's bra and underpants and a robe. She doesn't know. He doesn't know what the song's from. She's wearing women's panties under her panties. And now she looks like Marilyn Monroe. And she's singing Happy Birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. President. I don't know, he says. Now he's dressed up as one of the Laurel and Hardy. One of the silent film guys. Mustache. Karl Marx or something like that. Now she's singing in the rain. He's thinking what it is. Well, Gene Kelly, he says. And she's like, good. Your turn now. He dresses as a cowboy. He has a bandana. Okay, partner. And she's thinking, Clint Eastwood? And he's like, he goes out of the room again. Oh, he stands off, leans on the wall. I don't know, I give up. John Wayne. He has I was just about to say that, I swear. She said, amazing. Amazing, really. Leon, it's amazing. His impression. Amazing. Oh, she puts out the plant on the windowsill and she's sitting and watching it. She smiles. She's looking. No, she's back in the apartment. What? You love the plant. It's my best friend. Always happy. No questions. He's cleaning the plant. No roots. If you really love it, you should plant it in the middle of the park. And he's like, yeah. I should be the one you water if you want me to grow. And she takes a water sprayer and sprays the little girl. And she's running away. And then she goes into the bath. And she has a water. Oh, throws a bucket of water on him. Now she's in the shower. And then he's putting her into the closet. And spraying water at her at the same time. Oh, the door broke. The door broke. Okay, now the Italian guy is making some food. And she's waiting outside. He's talking to the Italian guy again. And the Italian guy gives the hitman, Leon, some food. And then he gives the old man some food. He's sitting and sleeping. His father, I guess. You missed some nice jobs. I'm training. Training's good, but don't overdo it. Training doesn't pay as good as work. You know all the money that I make that you keep for me? You need some money, he says? The Italian guy. I'm just curious. I've been working a long time, and you've been handling my money. Maybe someday I could use it. Uh-oh. You met a woman, the Italian guy says. He's like, no. Leon says no. Leon, he says, the Italian guy. You got to be careful with women. Remember when you arrived in this country? I took you in. You're still wet behind the ears. Already you're in deep shit because of a woman. Wish I could sometimes. You know, my money. Maybe I could give a little money to someone. You know, to help out. And he's like, hey, it's your money. I'm just holding it for you. I'm just like a bank. Better than a bank. Banks are always getting knocked over. Besides, with the bank, there's all kinds of tons of forms and all that shit. Tony, nothing to read, nothing to write. It's all in his head. Tony is the guy, the Italian guy. Tony. That's good. Your money's here. You want it? You just asked me. Here's $1,000. He's like, no, no, no. Take it. Have some fun. Thank you. You guys give him $1,000. Tony. Now let's talk business. I'll go get the file. But he goes into the thing there, into the freezer. Oh, and she's smoking. She's out. Leon sees Matilda with a young boy, and she's having a smoke with the young boy, and he runs out and pulls her away. Listen, Matilda, better be careful. You can't just speak to anybody on the street. Leon, get a grip. What's the big fucking deal? Just getting a butt while I was waiting. I want you to stop cursing. You can't talk to people like that all the time. I want you to make effort to talk nice. Okay, she says. And I want you to stop smoking. She throws the smoke away. She says, okay. Stay away from him. He looks like a weirdo. The young boy. Okay, she says. I'll be out in 5 minutes. Stand where I can see you. And she says, okay. Oh, she's lying on the bed. Leon, I think I'm kind of falling in love with you. And he spits out his milk. It's the first time for me, Matilda says. How do you know if it's love if you've never been in love? Because I feel it, she says. Where? In her stomach. In her stomach, she says. It's all warm. I always had a knot there, and now it's gone. I'm glad you don't have a stomach ache anymore, Leon says. Later we work. Oh, he has to head to work. He put his vest on with all the equipment and his big jacket, and he takes the big box with him. And he leaves the room, and he's like overwhelmed with worry, I guess it looks like. He's leaning up against the wall. She loves him. And he's like, oh my God. And she's lying on the bed with her hands out. He's like 40 and she's like 12. Anyways. How's the practicing going? And the concierge says, and he just walks by. And he walks out very briskly. He's on the New York streets. He has a big box and she's looking out the window. And there's a long shot of him walking on the street. And there's a shot of the New York City street. And then the concierge is talking to the young girl. Sick of practicing. You doing all right? I haven't received any complaints at all. I cloth the strings to lessen the noise. Not everyone loves music. What does your father do? He's a composer. That's wonderful. He's not really my father. He's my lover. The concierge looks at him weird. I have to go for a walk. And she waves a little. And he's like all freaked out. Oh, they're back at her old place, and she's going up the stairs to her old place. And there's some people in the hallway, and she's walking by. Hey, where are you going? 6J, seeing friends at 6J. And they're talking. Security, there's a security guy. There's a crime scene. She's going into her old apartment. See, the guard isn't looking. So she sneaks in to her old apartment, and there's crime scene tape all over. There's mess all over the place. And she pulls out a bunny rabbit, a stuffed bunny rabbit, and she wipes it off. And she hugs it. She grabs a, a, a bag of stuff. Now she looks. Oh, she's standing on a chalk outline of her dead person, either her brother or a family member, and she's sad as can be. It looks like the brother. So she squeezes the bunny rabbit, the stuffed bunny rabbit, tight. Now she walks, drops her bag, drops the bunny rabbit, pulls one of the panels off the floor, and there's a whole stack of money in there. And she has a whole stack of money. Oh, somebody's coming. She grabs her stuff and the money. And it's the guy again. It's the bad guy. I know you're a busy man. He's being interviewed. Tell me exactly what happened. I was here. He went for his gun. Bang, and we shot him. They look at him. He's being investigated. What about the kids? You were the first man in. The door was broken. What happened? I lost a good man here. What do you want with me? Cooperation. I don't have the time for this Mickey Mouse bullshit. If you want me, come to my office. 6-2. Room 6-2 or whatever. And so now the young girl knows. The head bad guy, leaves the room. And kids, you should be at school. He gives the ball to one of his buddies. Hey, the kids want the thing back. He sees it. He sees him. And he's a police officer. He's a corrupt police officer, we find out, which I knew already. She grabs a taxi. Follow the blue card. Go through the lights. Take the $100 and shut the fuck up. Drive slow. He's falling behind the police car. And the main bad guy gets out of the car, and he's in where is he? He's the big building. It's Department of Justice, 1 Center Street. DEA. It's a DEA office. And then Matilda found out where he works. Now they're watching TV. And she's thinking about it. She knows that the guy that killed her family. She knows where. Oh no. Leon has blood. He got shot. And now she's watching TV. Oh no. And he has a thing for this for you. It's a present. It's a bag. Want me to open it? I'll open it. Oh, it's a dress. How do you like it? Mr. McGuffin. Could I have a word with you? Nope, they gotta move. Because of what she said. Now they're moving somewhere else. because of what she said to the guy when she was hanging out. Now they're walking down the street and he's not happy. They're not talking. Now they're in a new place and he's bleeding. And he's in the shower and the blood is running down. She's bored. She's watching TV. Oh, looks like he's been shot. Oh, he's stitching himself up. There's Tony. He's getting his haircut, his haircut in his restaurant. Mario, go back to the barbershop. We'll finish later. And Leon is coming in. Leon's hanging out in the back now. Hey, Leon. All done already? No. You got a problem? He's like, no. Tony's asks, get the chair and sit down. Sit. So he grabs a chair and sits down. I was thinking, Leon says, if something happens to me, Leon, nothing's gonna happen to you. You're indestructible. Bullets slide off you. I thought about my money. You remember the girl who came here the other day? Yeah. Her name is Matilda. If anything happens to me, I like you to give her my money. You can count on me, Leon, Tony says. You sure, Tony? You're good, Tony, is I don't know. Oh, the young Matilda has got sunglasses on and some new clothes, and she's hanging out at the food cart. Oh, in comes the bad guy, and he's a DEA guy. He's a corrupt DEA guy. Oh, now she's following him into the DEA's office with a basket or a paper bag. He comes back to the car. Now she stops, and then he goes back and then goes back to the building. He goes back to the car and then back to the building. She has a pizza and a bag of Angus beef paper bag. And the DEA guy she's just waiting. She's just waiting for him. She puts the stuff on the other side of it's food, other side of the metal detector. Special delivery for 602. He's like talking to one of his cronies. He's going to go to the washroom first, the bad guy. She's following him. There's a huge bag. And there's the gentleman. She's opening the door to the gentleman's washroom. It's a fairly big washroom. She looks around a bit. She takes off her sunglasses. She has a pizza and the bag. And she's slowly walking in. There's one door that's closed at the very end. All the other stalls are open. She's walking slowly. She's walking slowly. She has a knitted cap on. Oh. She looks at the door again. She's at the door that's shut. Oh, he's on the other side of the door. On the side of the entrance of the door. And he sees her. He sees her. And she's surprised. And he looks in the mirror and he's slowly walking up to her. Special delivery, eh? Let me guess. He takes a little bit of the pill. Chinese? Thai, maybe? And he takes a little bit of the pill. Italian food. He every time he takes a pill, he puts his head upwards and he jerks around a bit. And then he feels great afterwards. What's your name, Angel? Matilda. He washes his face. He takes a little bit of the towel, paper towel. Wipes his face. Matilda, he says, I want you to put the sack on the floor. Good. He pulls out his gun. I want you to tell me everything you know about Italian food. And the chef who fixed it for me. Nobody sent me. I do my business for myself. Oh, this is something personal. Is it? And she's looking. She's crying. What filthy piece of shit did I do now? You killed my brother. He's like, I'm sorry, he says. And he's right face to face with the girl. And you want to join him. No, she says. It's always the same thing. When you become afraid of death, that you learn to appreciate life. Do you like life, sweetheart? Yes. That's good, he says. He rubs her neck a bit. I take no pleasure in taking a life. If it's from it's from a person that doesn't care about it. And he puts the gun on her neck. Right on her neck. Stan, I've been looking all over for you. I'm busy. Marcus, he's dead. Malky was making a buy. He had nothing to do with it. He came from the outside. He's a pro. He was fast. Came out of nowhere. Killed the Chinaman. Easy man. I'm a cop. Says something to Malky like, no women, no kids. And then he sees her, the head bad guy looks at her. His second in command just got killed. I think it was personal. This is whimsical today, the head bad guy says. So he walks away. He doesn't kill her. He points the gun at her. He points the gun at her and Matilda. Blood? You hear me? Chill out, man, he says. Take her up to my office. All right, the guy says. The guy in dreadlocks. And the head bad guy walks away slowly with his gun. And the guy's like, Jesus Christ. Matilda did not get killed. Oh, the hitman, Leon, is now in an apartment building. Oh, Leon, there's a letter for Leon. There's 4602. I was going to do it myself. If something goes wrong. I left 20 grand on the table. 5 grand ahead, right? I know I'll feel better after I do this. I love you. Matilda, he just found the letter that Matilda left. Wait for me, I won't be long. I can't park in front like this. It's a federal building. Oh, he goes right through the metal detector and punches the guy. It takes the guy. All the guns, bullets. The young girl, another 9mm. She has 3 guns with bullets. What do you plan to do with all these guns? Maybe she was planning on taking out the whole building. They got Matilda. Oh, there's an alarm going off. What do we have here? Lunch. Careful, but might be poison, the pizza. Boom! Boom, boom. Both guys that were covering Matilda get shot by Leon. Leon and Matilda hug. They're in the DEA office, and he just barged in and saved her life. Is that what you call not belong? I've been hanging around for 10 minutes. And then he says, come on, let's go. And then they drive away. There was no alarm. And now it's at Tony's place. And he has kids with him. Tony that holds Leon's money. They're all having a party. And there's a guy comes in. And he sees him. Take the kids into the kitchen. Something serious is going down. Oh, the head bad guy comes over to Tony. And he has 4 henchmen with him. And then 4 guys in the back, too, that came in through the back door. And there's guys in the front. And the bad guy, I don't know what his name, pulls a gun onto the... I have respect for your business, Tony. You've killed for us in the past. We've always been satisfied. Exactly why today. It's going to be very hard for me today. Excuse my mood. Whoa, dead guy. Photo of a dead guy. My man was killed right here. On my turf. The chinks tell me he was kind of a Italian type. So we figured that Tony might know something. I'm choking over this. A few hours later, a little 12-year-old girl comes into my office, armed to the teeth, plans to send me to the moon. In the middle of the afternoon, the very same Italian hitman saves her. I'm dying to meet him. Oh, now it shows Leon waking up. Relax. Everything's fine, Matilda says. Sleep well? I never really sleep. One eye open always, he said. I've never seen someone with one eye open snore so much. Well, how'd you sleep? And she says, like a baby. I'm going to get some milk for breakfast. Don't forget the code. 2 knocks and then 1 and then 2 knocks again. The code for the door. And she leaves. And he's on the bed. And he gets in the middle of the bed. And he lies down because he has a full bed for himself. Now she grabs some, and she's going to get some milk. And she has milk and she has a big bag of groceries. And she comes around the corner into the hotel. Oh, the big bad guy, the head bad guy sees her. She goes into the hallway. She has her keys. Oh, and these guys in fatigues, all black. Don't make a sound. Answer my say yes or no. Shake yes or no. Do they expect you? Yes, she nods. Do you have keys to the apartment? Is there a code so he knows it's you? And she nods yes. And then she goes to the wall, puts her hand on the wall. Knock 3 times. And then knock 2. And then 1. Okay. 4. She says, the guy says, they are all armed to the teeth. They got gas masks and they're all wearing all black with balaclavas on, and they're all they're covering the door. There's like 10 of them. And there's the head bad guy. And he knocks 3 knocks, 2 knocks, and then 1 knock, which is the wrong code. Alpha team, we're ready to go. There's a whole bunch of them people. He opens the door. There's nobody in the hallway. And one guy gets in. Another guy takes his place. They're slowly walking into the apartment. The one guy's right. He's right around the corner. He's going to look. He sees nobody. The room is empty. One of the, what do they call, SWAT team? I'll call him a SWAT team. And he motions them forward. So all the guys from the SWAT team go into the building. There's like 4 of them. That's why the guy put 4 hands up. He's on the ceiling. He shuts the door. Oh, and he shoots them. There's guns shooting off. I don't know who's getting shot. It doesn't show. What? Move, the guy says. And the door swings open. All the SWAT guys are dead. Shit, he says, the SWAT guy, the head of the SWAT. Man down, man down. I told you. Benny, he says, bring me everyone. The head guy says, everyone, he says. And so the police pull up. Police squad cars are covering the street. There must be about 5 squad cars and a van with police emergency services. And they're cordoning off the area with yellow tape. And they have these squad, what do you call them? Now they got all these machine guns and they're covering the door. SWAT team, sorry. The SWAT team is pulling in again. There's one guy coming in and he's on the ceiling. Leon's on the ceiling. He shoots him. Boom, boom. And he shoots the guys in the hallway. Oh, he gets shot. He's shooting. He got shot in the shoulder a couple times. Now he pulls himself up. He's in the ceiling. And then the SWAT team head guy says, into the radio. He goes, you're next. He's crawling up to the hallway. They're in a little section. And he looks around the corner and there's a gun right to his head. Don't move, Leon says. Do you see anything? And the guy nods his head. It's the guy. He has a gun to my head. And they all move back a bit. And nobody moves. Let the girl go. Take it easy, man, he says. Let the girl go, Leon says. The girl's coming out. Let the girl go. And she spits at him. And she goes to Leon. And they hug. Grab the axe off the wall. Go. He has the gun to the guy's head. You're coming with us. And he takes the hostage. She takes the axe. And he's hiding behind the guy, the hitman, the squad guy. And he shoots at he shoots and shoots and shoots, and the water sprinkler system's going, and they're shooting like all the machine guns, and they're just shooting his own squad guy, and they're hiding behind the door, and he pulls his gun through the door and shoots one or two of them, and they move away. The squad guy, turn the water off. The squad, what are they called? We're in the bad way. Send the cats. What? Oh, he's getting his guns out. Leon's getting his guns. I don't know what happened. Matilda said, I didn't see him coming, I swear. I just went shopping. They were everywhere. And she's crying. Stay away from the window, he says. And he connected a bunch of grenades onto his shirt. He throws the axe across. And he runs across. And their bullets go shooting through the window when he runs across the window. But he makes it across. Bullets are just flying into the apartment building. The hotel or apartment. Now there's scopes. There's a bunch of... and Matilda asks where Leon is. She says, Leon? She gets up off the floor. And there's scopes. You can see the red light of the scopes. And she goes under the window because she's small enough. Now they're beside each other. Snipers, he says. They turned off the water. Get this fucking asshole out of here, he says. They get into the kitchen. She moves into the corner. He pulls the fridge out of the way and throws the fridge into the... Now they have a huge shield. 2 shields. How are we going to get out of here? Matilda says. We're checking out. He shoots at the venting system, and he shoots the vent system around the vent system to make holes. Then he grabs the axe, and he's axing the vent system. He's making a hole in the vent system. He's trying to get the fan out of there. He opens it up. The fan is broken away, and there's a big hole now. And there's electricity going off. There's electric hoses and stuff. And he grabs something. He grabs the plant, and he folds it up and puts it down, throws it down the hole. And he grabs Matilda. They're getting a huge Gatling gun. They're bringing out the big guns. And he gets Matilda, puts Matilda in the hole. And they have a huge Gatling gun. And she's like, wait, Leon, it's not big enough for you. It's barely big enough for me. No discussion. I'm not going. I'm not going, she says. I won't go, she says. I won't go, Matilda says. Or Leon says. If I'm alone, I can do it. I left a lot of money with Tony. Just the two of us. We'll leave... You're just saying that, so I'll leave. Oh, there's huge mortars on the end of the gun. You give me a taste for life, to be happy, have roots. We will never be alone again, Matilda. And they have this huge missile on the end of the gun. Go, Matilda, go. So she goes down the hole. She's going down. See you at Tony's. Tony's. See you at Tony's. Somebody puts the trigger on his gun. I love you, Matilda. I love you too, Leon. He says. She says, and he says, and they both say. And they both hold hands, and she goes down the hole. And then he starts yelling, and they shoot a grenade-like thing. Oh, and it blows up the whole apartment building, but misses him. He's in the kitchen, he jumped out of the way in time. He's still alive. He's on the ground, and the big bad guy says, "What's going on?" I said, "Take that guy out, not the whole building." Now they're coming into the apartment, and it's all mist. It's all smoke because it's all burnt up from the explosion. And they have like gas masks on. Now they're putting grenades, smoke grenades, into the room. A hand goes up. We got one breathing here, and he has a gas mask on. And they're pulling him out. There's some fire. And they're pulling a guy out. Get out of the way. Clear, clear. They're pulling him out. And it's Leon. Leon's pretending to be a SWAT guy. He's wounded. Get him out of here. Coming down the stairs. It's Leon pretending to be a SWAT man. And they're all letting him through. And there's like a whole row of them on the staircase. There's like 50 guys. Police, SWAT team members, and police members. You okay? He says. Yeah. We need a medic over here. What's the status on the apartment? There's smoke. Give us 5 minutes to... There's 200 men up there and you can't find one man? And the girl, Matilda's coming out of the venting system. And she's in the furnace area, I guess. How you doing, Leon? Take your mask off. Let me see. It's deep. He got shot. You from the 3rd precinct? Oh, and then the head bad guy. He's there. He sees. Oh. There, the medic is checking him out. He knows that it's Leon, the head bad guy. So he turns around. And he doesn't go up the building. He goes out the door. Matilda is in the like an alleyway. And she's running off. Let me put my mask back on. I breathe better with it. Leon puts the mask back on. And the medic has to go away. And the guy looks at him. And they walk away from him. Everybody out. The head bad guy says, get out, go, 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 out, out, out. And all the in the hallway, this one hallway, all the SWAT team members leave. Matilda's running down an alleyway with the plant and her bunny, stuffed bunny. And there's all kinds of SWAT. Or not, regular police also. Now he's walking out. Leon is walking out in front of everybody, pretending to be a SWAT guy. He's going down the stairs. Now, Matilda comes up the stairs onto the roadway. And she's walking along, trying to be inconspicuous. And he goes, get out of here, the police said to the young girl. And no, Leon's in the hall. Matilda's out and about on the street. Leon can't go that way. Nope, Leon goes down into this underground section. Matilda's walking away, pretending nothing's happening. And then Leon takes off his gas mask. And he's looking. It's empty. The hallway is empty. There's a police car at the end, though. And then there's the head bad guy is walking behind him. He thinks he's free. Leon thinks he's free, but the bad guy is right behind him. He has a gun. He has a pistol. And he's right at his neck. He sees light. He's about. And they focus on the gun. Boom. There's a big light. There's a muffled gunshot, and it's a viewpoint of Leon, and he's falling to the ground because he just got shot. The head bad guy just shot him. And then it shows Matilda walking away scot-free. Now she's running. She's on a side street where nobody is around. She's running away. She made it out. Oh, Leon is pretty much dead. He got shot in the back of the head by the main bad guy. Now the main bad guy's on top of him, like straddling him, but standing over him. And then he looked at his hand, and oh, he's still alive. Stanfield, he said. At your service, Stanfield, at your service, he says. And he gives him something, puts something in his hand, and he gives this is from, he can barely speak, Matilda. His blood is on the floor, is just filling the floor. And they show his hand, and it's a grenade pin of grenade. And he looks, there's like 8 grenade pins, and he goes, shit! And the whole thing explodes. And you know what happened, right? The head bad guy got blown up with Leon. Leon committed suicide. He's basically dead anyways. And he just killed him with the grenades. Huge. Now, Matilda is drinking milk. Leon said to help you out if something happens. Matilda's talking to Tony. What I'm suggesting is, so you're so young, I'll hold the money for you. Like a bank. It's better than a bank. Tony always says that. But nobody knocks off old Tony. It's your money. All you have to do, come here every once in a while, so you can have a little fun. I'll dish out some money and have a little bit of fun. He gives him $100. Matilda gives him $100, but Matilda, do you have a job for me instead? A job? Tony says. What can you do? I can clean, she says. I got no work for a 12-year-old girl. Get it out of your goddamn head. It's over. The game's over. Leon's dead. Matilda's crying. You hear me? Tony has a black eye from the other guy, the bad guy. And Matilda's crying. You don't think I'm hurting too? Tony says. He's been beat up, Tony. But he's dead. His face is all marked up. All this craziness. Go back to school. Take this money. Get the hell out of here. I don't want to see your face till next month. I'm going to lose my famous kind streak. So she's walking. It's nighttime. She has the plant and her teddy bear and a bag. And she's walking in the middle of the night on the New York streets. There's a Roosevelt Island tram thing that's going by. Queensboro Bridge. She's riding it. I've never seen that. Is that a real thing still? Now she's walking. Oh, she's going to... I know where she's going because I've seen the movie. She's going to the old school that she was enrolled in. The Spencer School for polite women. She rings the bell. She straightens her hair a little bit, but she looks awful. My parents... She's talking to the person. My parents died in a car accident a few days ago. It was terrible. You know, we didn't have the time to get to know one another. I'm not the kind of one that let down a child. I'm going to help you. To welcome you here again. On one condition. You got to stop lying to me, Matilda. I want you to take a chance. Trust me. This is the headmistress. Tell me what happened to you. Okay, she says. Matilda says. My family got shot down by DA officers. I left with the greatest guy on earth. He was a hitman, the best in town. He died this morning. And if you don't help me, I'll be dead by tonight. And the headmistress looks at her. And now she's walking out the door, and there's these young girls on the porch, and she has the plant, the green plant, and she in a pot, and she's walking into the middle of this. Do you know her? I guess. And they're like, no. She grabs the plant. She's digging a hole with a piece of wood in her hand. She takes the plant and she plants it on the grass, the lawn. I think we'll be okay here, Leon. And then they show an above shot of Matilda and the plant that she planted on the grass. Now they pan away. They're above the trees. And then there's a shot of New York across the river. So they must be in like New Jersey or like Queens or something like that. And that's it. That's the movie. I love this movie. It's one of my favorite movies. Woo! Wow. Woo! Okay. I got nothing else to say. Try watching the movie for real. It's a good movie. Gary Oldman. I said Robert Altman, but it's Gary Oldman. Danny Aiello. Natalie Portman. Okay, let's end it here. Signing off. Remember, live your life and see what happens. Okay, later.